Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Wenger Pocket Tool Chest Swiss Army Knife, or Wenger. I always want to say Wagner. The Wenger Pocket Tool Chest Swiss Army Knife. And these are the smaller 65mm Wenger knives. They're kind of the middle ground between the Victorinox 58 millimeters and the 84mm Victorinox or the 85mm Wengers. Anyway, these particular knives, they're discontinued, and well, pretty much all the Wenger knives are discontinued because of Wengers no longer existing, kind of being absorbed by Victorinox. But anyway, these particular knives, if you're interested in locating one of these, although they are discontinued, they're not super difficult to find. And I found these two on eBay, and they ran $10 to $12 each. They weren't very expensive, and they're kind of neat. Now, one thing I want to point out is these two knives are the same. The main difference, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, is the knife on my right, the little symbol, the Swiss Army symbol, kind of wore off. You can still see the faint outline of it if I can get it in the light right. I'm not having a lot of luck getting it to show up. But anyway, the point being that they're not super difficult to find, and if you wanted to pick one up, they're relatively inexpensive and not too bad to find. These do both desperately need a good cleaning though, and I haven't tried ever rescaling a Wenger knife. I'm going to try in the future, but it seems like it's a bit more complicated than rescaling a Victorinox, because one, Wenger kind of doesn't exist anymore, so you got to find scales, and two, from what I read, the scales you need are determined by the year of the knife, so it gets a little more complicated. But anyway, let's take a look at these real quick. First of all, you have the usual tweezers, which really need to be cleaned, or actually just replaced. I kind of think any knife that you get online used, it's better just to replace the tweezers and the toothpick and not even worry about that, and you get the toothpick. And as you can see, these are inward facing instead of outward facing, like on the Victorinox knives. Like this one in my hand, this watch tool is a Victorinox. So let's see what tools we got. We have scissors, first of all, and these are the Wenger scissors with the little lever instead of the spring. So you got scissors. You have a can opener. Actually, this is a bottle opener. You have a bottle opener, a flathead screwdriver right here, and their wire stripper. I got that. You can get it out. You got the nail file, which really, really needs to be cleaned. Ew. So that needs to be cleaned. And you have the knife blade, which looks like it both needs to be cleaned and sharpened. And you got this thing, we just looked at this, didn't we? Yeah, we just looked at that. And so on the back, you're supposed, one of the things that's really interesting about the pocket tool chest is it has two tools that aren't particularly common on this size knife. The first one is, it's got a little micro eyeglass screwdriver right here, and it looks it looks like this one. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Let me see if I can get it zoomed in. Okay. Can you see? This one looks like it's bent a little bit. So I might have to get out one of my other Swiss Army knives with the little baby pliers and fix this. So get that. And the last thing you have is this one comes with an awl, which again is kind of unusual for this size knife. The awls tend to come on this 85, the 84, 85, 91 millimeter knives. So they tend to come on the larger knives. Oops. Kind of interesting. So it's a nifty little knife. If you're looking for kind of a different knife to carry, this doesn't seem too bad. I think probably what would happen is you're going to run into the thing like I did, where if you want one of these, you might end up picking up a couple of them before you get one in the right shape that you want, if you wanted to carry it. Or you may end up needing to replace the scales and give it a super good cleaning, replace the toothpick and tweezers and that kind of thing. Anyway, it's kind of neat though. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are there any discontinued or interesting Swiss Army knives that I should try and find and take a look at? And what do y'all think? Is it worth it to try and restore a more unusual Swiss Army knife, or just buy a current one? So let me know what you think. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have an excellent day.